and welcome back to my artist vlog. I have been very much thinking about and deeply thinking about turning my webtoons into actually manga pages, because I prefer to work in manga pages as I've done in the past before. I can show some examples soon from previous manga pages that I once made, but I am turning them into manga pages here. So I'm just gonna look at my webtoons that I already made, and then I'm gonna turn them into the pages and then have them drawn like the pages. This is just the storyboarding that I do actually, so the rough sketching, so I can see how it reads and stuff. I've done this before, but I really got into a burnout back then. So I'm just gonna do and take my time for this, because I do not want to get into another burnout again. As for an example, for those who are curious and who might not know about my art yet, I did made fan-made manga pages of my OCX canon Yu-Gi-Oh storyline and stuff. As you can see here is like already a made page from what I did in the past, I think about around the time of 2018. So I've made manga before, and it is a good practice for me to have made fan-made manga pages. So it really helped me get the experience and everything that I need to create manga. And yeah, the more you do it, the more you practice, and the more skills you learn from it, and you'll improve eventually over time. And yeah, every time I look back at my fan-made stuff, even though I am currently also changing it, like from scratch, gonna make short manga versions of my fan-made stuff. I don't know if you guys were interested in it, but yeah, it helped me a lot to improve in the manga panel drawing and all of that, and I prefer that more because I can be more creative with it. So I'm going to do that with my original story, so I can also have a proper manga book printed in the future as well. Probably gonna edit it into a webtoon itself, so I think that's easier than the other way around, to have already a webtoons and then turn it into a manga page. I think the other way around is better. I've done it before as well with another story that I made, which was also an original one, but I never really completed it. And yeah, that's about it actually. So I am going to work on my storyboarding now, and I'll see how far I get. As for in the meanwhile, I'm gonna work on this drawing of mine. I still need to add the background and all of that. I'm going to shade it. I was thinking to perhaps stream it, but I think when I'm streaming it, I might not. I get distracted by the chat a lot, even though I do like chatting with my followers. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna focus on trying to just work on this one so I can hopefully finish it, since my mood is also a bit better because of sleep and all of that. Not that it really is interesting for you all to hear, but you know, mood can affect a lot, or like sleep can affect a lot of energy when it comes to making art. So yeah, I am going to work on this one, so you might see yet another sort of like speed paint of this one, and maybe I can continue writing my fan-made story as well as my original story. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do. So far it is just flat colored, so I'm gonna work in this one. I still need to finish this one. I worked on it yesterday, but so far so good. So just adjusting the shading a bit because I did the quick shading with the selection tool, and then I'm just gonna adjust it by brush. I'm still thinking about making some new sticker designs because that's the cheapest way for me to make some merch. I'm not gonna rush into anything, so we'll just take our time for them. I also have a mode set ready to be worked on since I finally sketched everything. Thinking it's an easy Pokemon to draw, but it isn't. And that's Mew. I'll be so happy whenever I finish this drawing. It's been too long. I just work way too slow lately. Or I'll just stare at the screen because I cannot get myself to work. I think everything is cleaned up. It's hard to see dark colors in daylight. So I'm always trying to get the curtain like half down so my window wouldn't reflect on my screen. But yeah, that's still hard to see at times. I guess I shall suffer. I'm used to suffering, so don't worry. I still need to continue the storyboard of my original story, actually. I've been a bit too stuck and stubborn with my fan-made story. Because I was stuck and I want to write it properly. But now I finally got it. So I hope I can continue properly. With that part at least. Feeling I had more imagination years back compared to now. Especially when I was a kid. But I think that's pretty normal if you're a kid. Stupid lamp. But I need light in my room. I'm always in a cave. In a dark cave. In the darkness. I guess many people these days are like in caves. And I mean just in your room. I think especially artists. Well, I on the other hand am not so outgoing, so maybe that's the reason why I still look like I'm 18. Well, of what people think I am. So then I'm wondering, is it perhaps because I've been living in a cave all this time, or is it just because I'm a millennial? So I finally managed to design a creature for my original story because I need some shadowy, spooky creatures. So I was thinking about some doll-like features in it, you know, mannequin kind of things. And this is my result. I'm not great at designing creatures, but I think this is at least like a starting point so I can have at least have a lead towards the other creatures that I am going to make. Those shadow kind of dark creatures in my story, they can adapt to like subjects and living beings like dogs or cats or humans, and this one is like based on the human one. Thank you so much for watching my vlog video. I hope you are enjoying these videos. I have seen in my last video the amount of views and it actually blew my mind. I know it may not be much, but for me it was quite a lot compared to all my previous videos. I am just trying to keep up with this, posting the weekly, like every 2 weeks or so, vlog video. At least I try to do it once a week. Eventually I do take my time. If there's not gonna come any new vlog video, then I am just a little bit struggling with just drawing and all of that. But other than that, I really appreciate it. If you want more, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I wish you all a great rest of your day, and don't forget to subscribe if you're interested. I also have some social media links that you are free to check out. I have an online store as well. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Bye bye.